So students, today's topic is exploring the string class. From here I have to start. Basically, what is a string? String is nothing but a collection of characters. That is a string. Okay. Now, in this particular chapter, you are not going to see in detail. In detail, you will see in part 2 of the book. Okay, a few basics, two, three, four basics are there. You will see over here. So you can see string is probably the most commonly used class in Java class library. It is a class only. Okay. And whatever you create related to string is assumed as an object. Okay, like over here you can see that is in double quotes, you are displaying the string. This is a string 2. Okay, this is also assumed as a string object. Okay, that is collection of characters only. You are displaying that in double quotes. That is an object of class string. Then next is, remember one point, uh, string objects are immutable, means you cannot modify it or you cannot alter it. Okay, you cannot change it. If you want, you have to create another string. Okay, there are some restrictions, there are some rules, reasons. If you need to change a string, you can always create a new one that contains the modification, another string. Okay, and Java defines some peer classes of string called string buffer and string builder, which allows you to modify your string. In that you can modify. Okay, which allows strings to be altered. This you will see in the upcoming part of the book. Okay, now you all see here string can be represented or constructed in variety of ways. Like here you can see my string is equals to, this is a test. Okay, so that particular thing you can display it in this way. Okay, so you will able to get the same display of this. This is a test. Then you can concatenate two strings also. Like you can see over here, I plus like plus Java. Three strings are there which are concatenated and which are assigned to my string. Now, if you write system.out.println my string, you will get this output. I like Java. Okay, then this is a simple program which you can see over here. Okay, so you can see string object ob1 which is initialized with the value as first string, string ob2 initialized with second string, and you all observe here what is this string ob3 initialized with. It is nothing but it is concatenated with one string which is again concatenated with the second string. So there are if we count, if there are three strings which are over here assigned to string ob3. Okay, and when you display this over here string ob3, you will able to see this kind of an output. Okay, this is the new thing which is concatenated with the first string and second string. Now, after this, there are many methods in string class. Few methods you will able to see over here in this particular program. Three methods. String class contains several methods that you can use. Among them is equals method, okay, which is used to check whether the two strings are equal or not. Then there is second method, length method. It is used to calculate the number of strings in a, that is number of characters in a particular string. Okay, then char@. Is used to display the character at particular position. Suppose at third position, whatever is there, if you want it to get displayed, you can use char@. Okay, you will see the demonstration over here and you can understand also. Okay, you see here, these are the three methods which we are going to see in the program. Boolean equals with the parameter, the second string, then int length, then char@ with the parameter index. Now you are able to see, you are able to see this program over here. You can see ob1 initialized with first string, this second string, and third strOb3 is initialized with the first one only. Now you all see here, it is what it is doing, the one which I've highlighted over here. It is calculating the length of the first string. So you can see over here, it is displaying you as 12. Remember, string students, there is a space between first and string. So that space is also considered as a character. So if you count this number of characters, including the space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So that is the size of the first string strOb1. So you can see the output over here. Okay. Then char of 3, which is invoked with the object strOb1. So it will calculate, it will find what character is present at third position. But remember students, again as similar to arrays, in this it will start counting from 0th position. So in this first, 0th position is F. Okay. In this first, at 0th position, it is F. So at third position, it is S. So char will give you the character S. Then the next thing is if condition. You can see in if condition, strOb1 is invoking equals method on the second object. Means it is going to check whether the two strings are equal or not. If they are equal, this will have, this equals method will have true. Otherwise, it will have false. So as you can see, strOb1, strOb2 are not equal. This is false. So it will come back to the else part. It will come to the else part by skipping this line. By skipping this line. Okay, I hope you all have understood. So this is the output. Then you can see similarly the next if condition. Over here, it is strOb1 is invoking equals method on strOb3. So that is correct, as strOb3 here is assigned with strOb1 only. So this will give you true. So this will be displayed. Okay, I hope you all have understood this. Then next is another thing you see here. You can have arrays of strings also, just like you have arrays of another type of object. You see here in this one, this is a string array. Okay, in this one there are 3 strings, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and this for loop will have the size length. So remember students, this length is going to calculate the size of the array, this array. What is the size from here? 3. So over here it will calculate 0 less than 3. Okay, so this for loop will evaluate for 3 times with 0, 1 and 2 values as I. So that is, you can see over here it is displaying this one, I, 0, then 1, then 2. And this one str of I is str of 0. So what is str of 0? It is 1. So for I equal to 1, it will display 1. Then 2, then 3. I hope you all have understood this. So this was the demonstration of string class. Okay. Very simple methods, 3 simple methods. And remember students, it is very important to remember, can string be mutable? So you should say it is immutable. It cannot be mutable. Once string is created, it cannot be altered. You have to create another string if you want to have any modifications. But its peer classes are string, peer classes of string are string buffer and string builder. In this, you can have the modifications. Okay, so these are the points to remember. I hope it is clear for you all.